On my LinkedIn, I've been quite vocal about supporting Hong Kong. It was fine for the last couple of months until yesterday my MD came to speak to me about changing my LinkedIn because they are close to securing some business with a Chinese government entity. After the recent news about Blizzard and NBA censoring what people said, I thought it was rather ironic that in a small business, I was also being censored in some way to secure Chinese business. They asked that I remove the posts so that it doesn't affect their opportunity to get a slice of China pie. So I thought I'd change my LinkedIn. I changed the end date of my employment to October 2019 so that my company no longer appears with my name, and wrote at the top all views expressed are my own. After all, they said I had to change it. I thought better to censor them than what's going on in Hong Kong. I work at a dental office and I decided I cannot keep these to myself. So please bear with me and let me give some background before the juicy part starts. Karen, as Karen. Me, as me. I work as a patient coordinator, and when a patient cracks a tooth or the tooth is severely worn down, a crown must be placed before the tooth cracks down to the root. This is important, but not to the story. And in our office, the permanent crown must be delivered by the doctor that started the process. Each doctor has their way of doing treatment, and we schedule the permanent crown delivery 2 weeks out. Note, my new co-worker whom started in my office a week prior, and not accustomed to scheduling like we do, accidentally scheduled the patient on a different doctor's date. Here is where the story starts. We called the patient a week prior to her appointment date, then 5 days, then 3, and then on the day of her appointment. Each time no answer, but we did leave voicemails. On the day of her appointment, she walks in. I say, "Hi, Karen, have you heard the voicemails we have sent?" I was hoping she did, and was just coming in to reschedule. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, and she is a trouble patient, because it is her way, or she hits the highway. Karen, no, I don't have time to listen to my voicemails. I'm too busy making money. Mio, because we have called you several times too. Karen, yes, I know you have called, and now I'm here. Mio, okay, we were calling to let you know that we accidentally scheduled you with the wrong doctor and needed you pick a day and time that best suited you on the days he was here. Did you have a time in mind? Karen looked like she was going to start spewing fumes and toxic gas out of every pore of her body. What do you mean you scheduled me on the wrong day? This is professional workplace and must act accordingly. If the doctor is not here, then just call Dr. Blank to get over here and do this tooth. Me, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, Drive Blank is out of town in another office. He will not be back till. Karen, just call him. It would only take a few minutes. And, what is the big deal? Can't this doctor just put the crown on? Me, sorry ma'am, but no. The company policy, the doctor whom started the procedure, must be the one to finish it. Karen, ugh, let me speak to the manager. I need to speak to her. NOOW. I hate those people whom feel that they can just demand and receive. The good part is that this particular Karen does not know or even seen whom my supervisor is. My supervisor, the coolest boss around, but scary when she is having a bad day, gave me the authority to act as assistant manager when she is not around or able to help at that time. With this particular patient, she allowed me to be firm and direct, not rude. I said okay, and on my rolling chair spun around 2 times and stood up and said, "Yes, ma'am, I heard that there was an issue with your crown delivery. Am I correct?" Karen looked mortified and just realized that she made a horrible mistake and said, "Well, me ma'am, the doctor whom started the treatment on her tooth must be completed by that same doctor." Karen, ugh, you know that the crown is supposed to last just a few weeks, right, Mr. Idiot? Mio, I'm terribly sorry ma'am, I did not know you went to dental school. And, since you did, you must also know that temporary crowns can last anywhere from 3 weeks, and if taken good care of, up to 3 months without the permanent. Since you know that, that also means you are also aware that my employees did the best they could to get in contact with you to reschedule this day, right? Karen, well, I'm too busy to listen to voicemails. Me, that is not my or this office's problem. You decided that you did not need to listen to our multiple voicemails. We did you the favor getting you seen on this date, and this time we could have easily said to wait another day, but since we were not overbooked, we squeezed you in our schedule. We could have told you to wait another day in pain because of our schedule, but you are an established patient with us and wanted to help. Karen, see, I'm a patient, and that means my word is law, and that means I'm in the right. You should have scheduled me on the right day from the start. If you did, none of this would have happened. Ma'am, we are not perfect. We caught our mistake and called you multiple times to let you know ahead of time that we made a mistake and wanted to correct it. We called you several times, but you decided that you did not need to answer your phone or listen to your voicemails. You decided to come in today instead of calling to ask why I called you so many times. So, again, let us schedule you on the right day. Karen, well, no, I am no longer your patient. I want my money back now. Okay, we are sorry to hear you leave, but before this conversation can continue, I do need you sign a consent form stating that you are no longer a patient with us. Karen, no, I want. I put my index finger up. No, once you sign the consent stating that you are no longer a patient with us, and I scan it in and put it into your chart, then we will continue this conversation. But make sure you read this consent carefully, down to the very last detail, before you actually sign it, please. Keep in mind the cameras are watching and listening to our conversation and you filling out this consent form. Karen, ugh, whatever, just give me the stupid paper so I can get on with my life. She fills out the consent and hands it back to me. This lasted her a good 5 minutes. All she did was skim through, initialing and signing down to the very last page. This form, document, is a good 3 pages long, stating that all her documents, treatment plans and miscellaneous forms will still be in our system until she is ready for them to be sent to any other office before we mark her as an inactive patient. Basically, our office will no longer be allowed to answer her personal dental or medical questions. Once she is done, she hands me the forms. Do you have any questions at all before you allow me to scan this in, put it in your chart, and mark you as an inactive patient? Karen, with her smug smile, no, I don't. So, I do exactly what I said I would do. Before I did, I made sure everything was initialed and signed. I scanned in the document, moved it to her folder, and before I marked her inactive, I said, are you positive that you are aware that once you are inactive, I will still talk to my regional manager to help me reimburse you for the crown and not for the build-up, and you will no longer be our patient, right? Karen, with an annoyed expression, yes. Okay, I marked her inactive. Karen, when will I get reimbursed for this tooth? It depends. When my regional manager sees my email and replies. Karen, whatever, as long as I get my money for this tooth. Ma'am, when you say tooth, you just mean the crown, right? Because like I stated before, I marked you inactive. We will reimburse you for the crown and not the build up. Karen, what? We will not reimburse you for the build up. That is our doctor's treatment to you. I will still talk to my regional manager and have her help me reimburse you for the crown. Karen, ugh, fine. Call me when you do it. Let me know when I will be getting my money back. Sure. Just make sure you pick up the phone this time, please. We do not want another incident like this to happen. Karen, whatever. As she starts to walk towards the door, she turns around and says, I need to use the bathroom. With the biggest smile I can give, and say, unfortunately ma'am, our restrooms are for patients only. She scoffs, turns around, mutters something under her breath and pushes the door open angrily. Hour of our office. I call her about 15 seconds to make sure we called the correct phone number. Of course she does not answer. She does, however, come back into our office and asks, wow, is my money back already? Oh, no, I was just making sure that this is the correct phone number to call you once it is in your account. Have a good day. Then she stormed out. In the city of Long Beach, there is a law that every establishment has to have a lock on their bathroom door so only customers can have access. This is to fight the homeless population, so they have nowhere to go to the bathroom and have to leave the area. Needless to say, this is a huge pain in the butt if you are downtown homeless or not. A lot of places don't have public restrooms, and when you go there and have to use the restroom you have to walk around to find a place to use, such as the downtown bus stop bathrooms. I wasn't in Long Beach for a while, but came back to visit and went to Starbucks and asked them for the code to open the door, and they told me it was on the lock. I looked, and, sure enough, the security code was taped to the lock. So no longer do you have to wait in line to get the freaking code or go somewhere else. Thank you for watching. Slap that like button and comment your opinion on these stories below. I'm waiting. Write that comment. Seriously. Have you written it yet? If you don't comment, you make a bunny cry somewhere. You're not that kind of person. I know. Anyways, peace out and catch you tomorrow.